Hi, this is Yi. As you can see in the window, this is the website that I created for this week. This version is pretty different from the version that I created for week 2 because in week 2 I have a lot of slides and buttons and gifs, but then I found it not that useful, so I just deleted it and only remain the navigation bar at the top. Yeah, let's just play around with this page. Tell me your name. My name's Yi. Nice to meet you, Yi. How many years have you been learning programming? 3 years. Oh, you started learning it in 2016. That's right. Do you think it is challenging? Sure. Oops. Sure. Yeah. People always tell me debugging is the most challenging part. What programming language are you learning recently? Java. Sort. Yay, JavaScript is awesome. I'll agree. Look forward to learning programming with you in the future. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's like a very easy interaction in this page. So let's go and see the code. Okay, so in the HTML, so for here it's just a head, nothing special. And here navigation, same as week 2, so I'm not going to explain it. And the key is here, bot. It may seem kind of confusing, so I created yeah, this is the layout of the whole page. So as you can see, I've introduced head, body, and footer, and for here the navigation bar is the same, so I'm not going to introduce it. And this part is the most important part because this is where the chatbot is in. Okay, as you can see, there are 4 divs here: hello, result, and input, which is aligned with what you see in the page. Yeah, because there are 3 lines. And yeah, so let's go to my JavaScript code. I'm not going to talk about CSS because it is very like I just changed the view of some divs and also the colors. For the part in JavaScript, yeah, here I use an array to store the questions that are going to be asked by the chatbot. And then in this part, I just store the text to 3 different variables. And I create an array for the chatbot, and then the chatbot will ask the questions in the array one by one. And it started from 0. Okay, the key is the function named showResponse. It has 4 different cases, and I'm going to introduce case 0 as an example. Okay, let's go to here. Yeah, this is the HTML part that I introduced previously, and now I'm going to introduce JavaScript part. So at the beginning of my JavaScript code, there is a variable called questions, and I stored this, actually 5 questions that's going to be asked by the rubber duck. And then in the HTML, I have hello, result, and input. So I store it to 3 different variables that I just mentioned: hello, output, and input value. And also I assign the value of the input box to input. Yeah. So this is the, oops. This is the function, and here I just assign the value of the input box to a new variable called input, and if the input is empty, the function will do nothing. But if the input is not empty, then the chatbot is going to ask different questions. So for the first question, or actually it's not a question, it's just a greeting from the chatbot. The chatbot will say, "Hey, nice to meet you, Yi." So yeah, so it's just a string that combine "nice to meet you" and the input into HTML, and it will reset the value in the input box to an empty string because it will be updated each time. And number plus plus means, because here number is 0, and after the chatbot said "nice to meet you, Yi," is going to be 1. So number plus plus. And then I'm going to change the text in the placeholder to empty, because previously the placeholder is enter a response, but here we don't want the user to enter his or her response, so we change it to an empty string. And then set the timeout. Yeah, because it takes time, I just want to mimic the interaction in real life, so it takes time for the chatbot to reply. Yeah, and then break. I think there's like nothing special here, and yeah, and for here, change question. For this part, it just control the value. It is controlled by the value of number, because here, as you can see, if number equals to 4, then the input box will display nothing. Yeah, I think basically these are the key of my project. I feel like I cannot really explain it like very clearly, but I hope you can understand. Yeah, I feel like this when I was trying to finish the project, this draft or prototype that I created here is very helpful because it helps me connect HTML and JavaScript. Okay, thank you very much.